Okay. What I like about that is really basically these are numbers. It's what called the golden numbers. That's why it's called. It's really the golden levels. And what I did was I was using this before, but I just said there was too many indicators, so I tried it this today, or I was basically go doing back testing, just looking at where it was applicable. And so what I did was it actually did a trade today at the London session. And this is basically, so this chart right here is a Ninja Renko 40 by 10. What you guys at? Well, okay, so you guys are trading which one? You guys trading 11 by 2 or 20 by 4?
Both.
Okay.
11 by 2.
For
Okay,
me.
right. So 11 by 2 and 20 by 4, they're good for scalpers because there's a lot of opportunities to trade, but I'm not a scalper. This is more of a, should I say, it provides less signals, but the signals are very high quality. Why? It eliminates a lot of noise. So what this does is basically takes out the noise, and also the bars are longer, therefore it doesn't move as fast. I mean, it moves, but it doesn't move as fast. I use the same ATM setup. So anyways, the numbers, okay, how I use these numbers, basically these are just two numbers, the 26 ending and the 00 ending. So those are zero numbers, right? So what happens here is this, and these are what we call um how you determine a good signal. A good signal, and I'll be putting this down. Let me see here. Let me just put this on for short entries. So meaning sell entries. For from short meaning sell. I should just yeah, I'll be giving you the settings just a bit here. Hold on. So here, so high probability, where was that? Right here. Okay, for high probability short entries, one thing you have to be is coming from, it has come from the 00 level. Coming from, it has to, coming from the 00 level. You would enter, and you'll be using the same ATM. And but the thing is that but the target will be with a uh, final target. Take prop, final take P. Let me see, 46. Yep, 26 level. Oh, and these are levels. That's why I like these. This doesn't rely on Indicators on 26. Okay, is that clear? That's for a short entry. And I'll show this to you. Okay, copy this. High probability. Okay, so this one really is all coming from going up from the bottom. So coming from same thing, but I'll show you the difference. Coming from, um, when it's level with a take profit at the 0, 0 level. Okay, can you guys read that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me explain each one. So going from a short entry or what we call a sell, right? Um, this one right here, you can see right where we're at right now, right? So coming there, we have to hit coming from the zero, basically coming from here, going from the 26 level, then getting down to the zero, right? Your entry would be here at the zero. Wait, so let me see here. There. Okay, I just extended out. So coming here from the zero, coming here from the 20, you can be coming from the 26. This is short. Yeah, okay. Entry would be the here at the 0, 0 level right here, right? Target, final target is 26. You see it hit it. You could have scaled in when they have a pullback, you could have scaled in more contracts. Final target is 26. Now, what happened was today, it's a holiday, so the markets are that slow. In fact, the London session was doing pretty good. So IRA is looking for a buy. Why? Because we already hit the zero. See the zero level down here? Right. So it's coming from the 0, 0, right? This one, I should change this to 26, at least coming from the 26 level, right up here. So this is the short entry coming from I'll change this. Coming from the 26 level.
How can you tell if it's a 0, 0? Is that the white dashed line?
No, look at the numbers.
Oh, the numbers itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
what numbers, Dom? The one on the side, on the right
Yeah.
side?
You see the green and the yellow?
Yep.
Yeah, those are the numbers.
Ah, so the 00 is
The whole number. 00 is not the point 00. It's the like the 20 I should yeah, it should be 23,500. That's a 00. And the
okay.
23,526. That's
Oh,
uh that's what I'm talking about.
got it, got it.
Enter a cell entry with a and enter a cell entry at 00 level. Zero with a final take profit at 26. I should say with a take profit. The take profit of 20 at take profit at high probability long or buy entry coming from the 00 level, right? Enter a buy trade at the 26 level with a take profit at the 00 level. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. What's this?
Dom, these levels will appear once we loaded the
Yeah,
indicators.
here. I'm gonna let me
Ah,
yeah. Yep.
all right, got it, got it.
Level, man, I don't know what that template. Okay, apply. There we go. We can explain this. Okay, so let's download and configure this, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, go to your chart. Did you download everything? Did you download these are for NinjaTrader. Unfortunately, it's not on Wealth Charts.
Yeah, it's already downloaded.
Okay. So what you would do then is go to your control center. Let me see if we can
Mm-hmm.
get it here. Go to your control center. Go to tools, go to import and NinjaTrader add-on. Click on that. Look for the indicator golden and click on that. Let me see here. It's gonna take a while. Right here. So whatever you have here, I don't think it's on here, but what you downloaded it, right? So you click on that and let it upload. Now you should get a message that says indicator is successfully installed. Let me know when you get there.
Yeah, it's done.
It's done.
Everyone done? Okay. So now what you want to do now is go to your chart, whatever chart you're using, whatever Ninja Renko chart you're using. Again, right now I'm using the 4010, which I think I like. It provides less signals, valid signals, but it's a really high quality signal. So fewer trades for me. So you go here, you right click on the chart, go to indicators, and you should see a folder here that says prop traders, right? Let me know you see that.
Yep, see it, saw
Yeah.
it.
Yep,
Okay, click
can see
it.
it.
You'll see the golden setup. Click on the golden setup. You can either double click on that where it would then be installed, configured down here. Double click on that. It should be down here. When you
Mhm.
find it, let me know you all find it, right? Uh,
Yep.
You got it all?
Yep.
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 Okay. So now this is how you configure it. So make sure everything here is checked with zero. Level A, you want to have a dash dot here. How you do that is click on here and lime color dash dot capacity or opacity is 100%. Width is 2. Okay. Let me know when you're done with that. That should be level A, which is 0, right? You guys done?
Yeah. Yeah.
Eh, Sorry,
Mish?
is it dash dot dot?
Yeah, dash dot dot.
Okay. And then
Dash dot dot. Ah,
Yep,
okay.
opacity is 100, right?
right. Opacity 100, width is 2.
Okay.
Okay. Next level, you only need 2 levels. So, but you'll see there more than one there. No, man. Wait, my server's gonna time out again. Next level is the next one, which is level B, which say 26, right?
Yep.
Do the same thing there, except the color, I believe. Yeah, see. Okay. So the level B right here, right? So that should be what? Gold, dash dot dot, same thing. Opacity is 100, width is 2, right? Okay.
Yep. It's done.
Level C line, click on that. And that's the I believe the 50 line. So click on that. Make this color transparent. You just make it transparent, it's gonna disappear. Same thing with the level D line. Make that transparent as well. That's the only thing you need to do. Let me know when you guys are all there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, you're done. So next one, set up, calculate and on bar close, label, that should be, you can leave it there. Visual, you want to say, unclick the auto check, and then everything should be checked and that should be good. What's this? Invisible plot. I don't know what that is. Okay. When you do that, press OK, and the lines should appear in your chart. Let me
Yeah.
know. Got it?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
see it. How come the font of your numbers are bigger? Mine is like small. The 00 and the
I think you can change the font. Let me see.
Nothing happened on my end.
What is that?
Nothing happened on my end.
Who's this?
Jabez.
There's no numbers there? No levels?
Uh, no. Hold on. Let me. Yeah,
Okay, let's
there's no
go.
numbers.
Okay, then yours is not. Wait, let me. Oh, I hate this server that I'm using. I need to find another virtual private server. Okay, so you go indicators, go back down here, go and set up. So you should have only two colors there, right?
Yes.
Size, let me see here.
In
Ah, okay, so if you want the size, here's the font size right here. You want to change the font size. See that, Mish?
so, okay. Oh,
It says there right side. See the right side?
oh, this is on level D line.
Yeah, well, it's not, it's really not level. It's just basically yeah, you can put, yeah, level D. Yeah, level D. Size, right? And then sizes, that's the font. I have mine at 15.
Got it. Okay.
Jabez, let me see. So you have auto scale. You should also see display here.
yeah.
You have this all checked off, visible.
Yes, yes.
You have it on the right side. I don't know what this is. Yeah, then press OK.
Maybe should I refresh my
Yeah.
Ninja Trader?
No, just go to how much memory do you okay, so here. Go right click on your chart. Right click on your chart. Reload historical data. Go or ito F5 ito. Reload Ninja script.
Right.
How are we seeing the market move right now if it's a holiday in the US?
Don't trade it. There's no volatility.
Mm.
It's not even worth a while. Don't even get tempted to trade it. And because you're just gonna lose out or whatever, it's gonna be because there's no volatility. All there's nothing. The markets are closed. Who's gonna be doing the trades?
Yeah.
So I traded it because I know there's volatility, especially on holidays like bank holidays. I trade the London session. The market will open again at no, 6 a.m. here in the Philippines, 6 p.m. Eastern. And this is the Asian session here in the beginning. Jabez, were you able to get it?
No, I sent you the screenshot of my screen. Just take a look at it
Would you
in Telegram.
uh
Yeah, that one.
yeah, I don't know. Wait, let me see. I don't see your on here. Are you sure? Can you I don't think your indicator's installed.
Um, what I have. Sorry for interruption, but um, yeah, I have the golden setup installed. Let me take a screenshot of my
Oh, okay, okay.
indicators.
You know what? I think yeah,
Yeah.
because there should be. Let me see here. You know what? I think your chart is too it's too zoomed in.
Ah, yes.
I think it's too zoomed in.
Yes, you're correct.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
okay,
I saw
okay.
it now.
So I'm looking at your numbers here. I said, wait, there's no numbers. Yeah, you should
All
zoom
right,
out a little bit.
I zoom out and
Okay, okay,
it's okay. So sorry.
okay. You're okay now?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
All right.
So this is what I'm looking for. So if we're coming from above, like okay, so look at those numbers now for a short entry. It has come from the 26 level. You see this like coming from this one. Let me see if I can draw an arrow here. This right now is just, this speed on this thing is really weird. Coming from the 26 right there, right? See that? It has come from the 26. You see this coming from the 26. Then it's going to hit the 50. Take a trade or have a pending order there at the 50 level. The 50 level is right, or 00 level, I mean. Oh man, this thing is just sticking right here. right? So you take a short there. Your target would be what? The 26. You see it hit it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That clear? Now, if you're going for long, make sure you're coming from the 0, 0. It has to hit the 0, 0 right here, right? Right there, the 0, 0. You enter at the 26 level right here, right? Your
Mm.
target is going to be the 0, 0 up here. So that's what I did. I think I'll show you what this trade was. Yeah, this I don't know what's going on with the server. It's really slow. No, I think that's current price. That's where the current price is right now. Yeah, my server's going to get timeout again. So I can't even you have it there. Yeah. No, I think I have to refresh my whole PC. I think that's what it is. That's why it's running so slow. It's my PC that's running slow. Okay, that's the real that's where we are right now. So it did hit that number, right? So I'm not taking a short here because it has to come from this 26, right? It has to come from the 26. You understand? To take a short.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me do this so I can refresh this. I don't know what's going on with this speed. It's like let me take this out. Where is this one? This one is that. Maybe it's taking too much. I think I have to reboot that server.
By the way, what's gonna happen with our accounts on October? Because there's a quarterly like refresh, right?
Yeah, so you paid, right? So what do you mean? You mean that's your renewal date?
No, no, no. Because right now we're trading M and Q September, and by October it's gonna like refresh, right?
You mean rollover?
Yeah, rollover. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, rollover to December. I'll let you know to roll over. We look at if there's more volume in the new contract. And right now, where are we here? So it's going to be the third Friday in September,
Mm,
and it's usually the following week. So if you're looking at your calendar, I'll tell everyone in the thing and when to roll over. Because I compare, what you do is you compare the volume. You compare the volume between the old and new contract. If there's more volume in the new contract, that's when you roll over. But if not,
okay,
you stay in the old contract. Again,
okay,
it expires on the third Friday, which is on the 19th. Usually we start trading usually the week of the 22nd. The official expiration of this contract is on the 26th. Or no, no, I'm sorry. So the official so we most likely will start rolling over on the 15th. The official uh expiration of the contract is on the 19th. Usually we start look in trading into the new contract or new contract, which is the December contract on the week of the 15th. Either going to be Monday or Tuesday, depending on when we see the increase in volume in the new contract.
Mm.
Okay. But everyone should be out of the, if you're still trading the old contract, you should not be trading it after the 19th because if you get stuck in a trade there, it's going to be, you can't close it out.
Oh, okay.
You will not be able to close it out because that contract is expired. A lot of people blow their accounts because of that. So when I tell you to
Ending.
roll over, you roll over, and that's when you go start trading on the new contract instead of trading on the old contract. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, let me see if I can get this right now. Hopefully the speed. Okay, so here. So that's why I entered that trade because it came from the 0 0 level. You saw where it came from the 0 0, right? Came from the 0 0 level. You know what? Let me just do this. Let me just I mean I need to reboot this server. That's what's wrong with it. It's just lagging. Yeah, look how slow this is. Let me just so Hold on, I'm just trying to get this rebooted. Okay, hopefully it starts up now. Okay. So okay, so like I said, when we enter the shorts here, right? Make sure it has come from the 26 and your entry would be the 00, right? When coming from the long, you need to be coming from the 00. It has to be coming from the 00 right here. And you would enter at the 26 with your target up to the 00 up here. Is that clear?
So you mean we have to wait for the price to go to that level, the 00?
Yeah, to basically that's basically a signal
Okay.
that basically it qualifies the setup Here, let me see if I can get over here to this other one. I need to call these people.
You're having that issue since Friday. I was watching your live trade.
Yeah, I know. I mean, just this is ridiculous. Okay, so here, coming from here, from the right, like this one, and this is at 10:30 or 10, yeah, 10:30. So again, what did I say? Coming from the 26, like you see where it's coming from the 26. It has to come from the 26. Then your entry would be the 00. And somehow this is all sticking again, and I'm not gonna deal with this. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take this out. I have to close this out so I can get it on my PC. Yeah, see this, and this is low volatility. I don't know why this is just messing up like this. So you see, it's coming from the 26. Is that right? You see that? The price,
Yeah.
right? Mish, you
Yeah.
guys see that? It's coming from the
Mm-hmm.
26, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it's coming from the 26, you see it's going down to the 00. There, that's where you enter, right?
Mm-hmm. To sell.
Yeah, to sell. Now, if you're gonna buy, you have to come from the bottom. So let's come from the bottom. Let's go here from here. Let me see here.
Mm. So if it didn't pass through the 00, then it's not
It has come from the 26. Your entry is at the 00. This is for the short.
yeah.
Okay. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
you're looking for a long, right here, coming from a long, what time is this? This is okay. That's the opening of the next day, the previous day. Let me go to a one where, okay. So this is 9:30. No, this is around 10. Yeah. 10:30, right? So let me just get this position. So you see this, you see we're bouncing off right at the 00 down here, right?
Yeah.
Right, the 00. Once it
Yeah.
hits that and comes back up, where's your entry? Where's
Zero
your entry?
zero.
No,
26.
right. Your entry's at 26. The 00 signals, that's basically saying, okay, this qualifies for a long entry, but your entry is at the 26. That's why it's
Oh
very
yeah, yeah.
important. You have to know that, or else you'll just be entering that and you may say, well, how come I didn't win? It has to hit the 26 right there. It did. And go back up to the or I mean the 00. It has to hit the 00 and go up to 26. Your entry would be at the 26. Your target would be the 00. Let me see if I get this good.
Mm, mm.
See if you hit the 26 there, right here, right there,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Your question is, where's the stop? Well, usually whatever you have there, or you can move it down here to the swing down here, right? Whatever wrinkle setting you're using, right? But it has hit the 26, right? Your target is going to be the 00, and it hit it. Okay.
So it
Now,
means that we also have to move our stops. and target profit.
Well, you remember you have two profit targets, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You have two profit targets. So just leave the first one and the second one. Remember, I always tell you the second one is a runner.
Mm-hmm.
Use that runner to hit the 20 the profit target.
Mm.
And we just drag uh that TP2.
Yeah. I mean, again, practice with it, but make sure when we're taking a long, for example, right here, we're coming from the 0, 0, right? We enter right here, 26, right? We enter right here. Now, where would your stop be? Well, it can be one of two things. If this is going up like this and we enter right here, our stop would be way down here somewhere, or because you see it pulled back, or you can wait for the pullback and then re-enter right here. Either one, because once it hit the pullback, your stop would be down here at the swing, right?
Yeah.
Down here. And then where's your target? Where's your target? You enter the
Above
26, where's your target?
0.
Yep.
So for this case, like it's started to range, right?
Yeah, so just so this one, wait. So now this one basically, uh, so now it comes back. Yeah, this one you basically get stopped out on here. What time is this? Oh, no wonder it's end of day. Okay, yeah. It depends on your configuration. We're already done trading because this is the end of day already.
Mm.
That's why it doesn't, it's not, I go, why come they didn't go up there? Well, it's end of day. You're probably done. Like I said, you're gonna do this during the first, and I like, that's why I do the 40 by 10. I have maybe one trade that I look at and that's it. You guys, if you're using the 11-2, I think they're gonna have several. So here. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so for example, for me, the ending would be okay. Here's a 10 o'clock. I'm usually looking at entry around 10:16 or even around 10 o'clock, right? Let me just get this down up here. I think it's my PC that I need to reboot. That's what it is. Okay, there. So right here, right here, it's already we got down to 0, 0, and this is gonna be my one trade, or even right here. I would have entered right here. Target would have been right here. That's 140 some dollars per contract. And if you're trading, depending on how many contracts you're trading, you'll probably be done with that. Because me, I'd be scaling in every time it pulled back. I'd be adding more contracts. That's what I mean by scaling in until I hit that
Hmm.
target. Now, you see this right here, right? So this one, it's coming from the 26. You would enter right here, right? You would hit your
Yeah.
first target, but here it just quit. It didn't get to the 26. Well, I can tell you why, because I'm looking at level. It's the basically the -1 deviation level. And that's a good target. That's a good support level. You guys won't see that. What you'll see is what? The 50% of the IB.
Yeah.
It bounced off the 50% of the IB. So every time we come, remember when we're talking IB, once we're coming from the upper, the upper IB, the IB high, and here's the IB low. Most likely we're
Yeah.
coming back into the from the IB high. First target would be the 50%, and that's where it was. Your first target, no matter what, would have been hit because you would have entered right here. Your first target is really small, so it's going to be here for scalp. Your second target, you can either have it at the 50% or down at the 26 level. The reason why it bounced off because it hit the 50% level of that IB.
And then when it bounces off, we can just close the trade.
Yeah. Or just target with the 50%.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Same thing happened here again. Went from the 26 entry would have been right here, right? Again, entry would have been at the 0, 0. Target would be 26, but again, it hit the fit close to the 50%, bounced off again. It did that several times. And so, yeah, so you'd hit that target. So now this is already, yeah, this is already 1526. Now let's see, let's go to 11 by 2. Let's go here by 11 by 2, or let's go 20 by 4. Uh, I'll be talking about the whatchamacallit, the wealth charts in a bit. I'm just showing you guys this. So here's a 20 by 4. It's gonna be the same thing. What time is this? 6:42. Well, this is today's. Let's go back to there. So this is the Asian session. And we also have yeah, that's the Asian session. See, they moved a lot because they know the US market's gonna be okay. This is Friday's session. And Friday's session, once they hit that big drop, drop, they just ranged it. However, if they're ranging it, you can still make money here. I'll show you. So what they did was here, it went down. Look at that. They bounced off right at the 0, 0 here, right? They bounced it off right there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you could have entered, this is a 20 by 4, right? You could have entered either here when it crosses your what is this EMA, the 21 EMA, or no, this is a 50 EMA. No. Yeah, for me this is a 50 EMA, but for you guys that'd be like a yeah, 50 EMA. So what you want to do is enter, I can get my cursor there. Yeah. Enter here or the break right here. The break of the swing here. Or you have a break of the swing here. Is another one is right here. Somewhere. eh, Once you hit that 26 level, enter there at the 26. As long as you hit the 26. Your target is going to be the 0, 0. And if you did that, first of all, your stop, you can be way down here. Yeah, last swing here. Once it creates a swing there, the lower swing, that's where you move your stop. So now you're okay, you entered at 26. Now your profit target. You'll be going through this, but you're see, I don't know if you guys are really that patient to hold on a trade. That's my thing. That's why this 20 by 4 it's good for scalpers because you just go in and out. Me, I want to get to that. See, this is gonna get to where? It's eventually gonna get to the 0, 0. But you remember your stop is way down here and your entry was at the 26 level, which is still there, right? So as the price moves up, it touches there again, but it doesn't hit your stop.
That's a pretty long duration.
Yeah.
Like, is that like 30 minutes or?
No, it's more than that. Oh no, that's okay. So what happened here was really okay. This is already end of the day. I think your target would, yeah, if you would have had the levels there, okay, doesn't matter. Because this is the end day. Once we get in the afternoon, it doesn't work out. You want to do this in the morning session, like at the opening, because that's when it's going to do it, and you're done. You're done within by noon, by midnight or even less. Once you see that setup. So this is basically only good during the session we trade from either you begin trading around 10 or 9:45 or 10, and you'll get that one setup. Again, this is 20 by 4. So let me see here. So this 1240. And this is also using the IB. So
Yeah, the IB would have been partially set up by then.
Yeah. Or if you want to wait for the IB, it's going to be okay. So when we're looking at the IB, this is right here. It's already set at 10:30 right here. It's already been set.
Mm.
Where do you see
Mm.
this move right here? So where are we at the levels here? So we're right here. Okay, so as it goes up, well, there's no entry yet. We're at the IB down there. Now, you see this, it's coming from the 0, 0, right? Right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to qualify, that qualifies, that means there's a potential. A potential would be once it hits the 26, that's where you enter. So right now,
Mm.
it's going down instead. Okay, there, it hit the
Mm.
26 down there. Now this one, it didn't quite make it up there, but it hit the 0, 0. You're going to enter the 0, 0 going down. You remember that was a short entry
Yeah.
and hit the 26. Just as long as it went above the 0, 0 and they came back down to the 0, 0, you got to enter the 0, 0. That's the short. Now, if you're doing this from the 26, see, we didn't get it hit the 26 there, right?
Yeah.
But it didn't get further down. See this? See, that's the thing. Because most likely it would hit the 26. Okay, there it went down. It's going to eventually get to the 0, 0. Again, I don't know if you want to be trading, waiting this long before you get some, because most of you are all scalpers, right?
Yeah, for now.
Because if you're trading only two contracts, see, that didn't quite get to the 0, 0 up there.
Hmm.
It went back down to 26. You could have entered coming back down, didn't quite do that there. You could have entered since they're already coming down, your target would be the 26 down here. So here we're going back up to 26. I want to see it come back down to the 26, but it didn't. See, this is already noontime. Hit
Will
the
this
26
also
there again.
will this also work on the 11 by 2?
Yeah, but again, you're going to have a lot of noise there.
Yeah.
Um, that's when I was looking at the 11 by 2 and the 20 by 4. I said, okay, yeah, I need something more, a lot where there's not a lot of noise. And 20 by 4, 11 by 2, those are good for scalpers. So if you're happy with scalping, that's fine. And if you don't want to be trading this golden numbers, that's fine also. You can just take it off. Because I'm more of a hold a trade for maybe one or two trades and I'm done. And this one is actually trading the way that stay in your lane system because it's really going to -2 deviation. Once you get past
Mhm.
it here, you know it's going to start going up because it's already down to -2. Also, it's at the 26 level. So for me, I'd be entering once it, broke this right here. Stop would have been way down here somewhere, right here, the last swing. Stop would have been down here somewhere, right here, the last swing. My entry would have been in the breaker structure there. Stop would have been down here. And then either my target for me would have been this, the +1, which is exactly where the 0, 0 is. How coincidence? That's where you have a lot of confluence. See, it hit it. And now what's going to do? It probably get back down to the 26 now, because that's where what we have the -1, and usually it's going to come back down to the -2. Yeah. See, where's the -2 down here? Right on there. Hit the 26 at least. Oh, just hit the 1.5 deviation. See, those are all levels that they hit off on. So there, it basically hit that 26 level several times. And this is already at 1107. Will they get up to the 00? Yep, close to it. Anything that's close to there.
Going through a lot of range.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's the 20 by 4. It works a lot better with either a higher time frame, either because you can also use the same thing as on 5-minute candles or even 2-minute candles.
Mm.
For those in wealth charts, the only thing you can do is really you can't implement these numbers here. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me change this back to. Let me go to wealth charts. Okay, who's on wealth charts? Is it Javi?
Yep, yep, it's me.
Okay, let me go into wealth charts. For wealth charts, you may also be using instead of a 5-minute, use a 2-minute. Who else is in here? I thought I saw Jim. Okay. Yeah, hey Jim. So right now I think you guys are trading the 5-minute, right? You can
Yep,
actually use this 2-minute.
okay.
And your entries are usually again the cloud. When you see everything here, if you see that indicator here is green, you're trading long. So you see a pullback into, and this basically is yellow line, that's basically a 21 EMA. So when it pulls back down there and comes back up, that's a pullback trade. So you want to see where your entry would be is when it breaks, for example, here it pulls back. You come up there. This is the first time that you see the candle above the yellow and red line, right? It has to be above. It has to close above. There's the close, right? Right here. You have the high of the wick, which is right here. Your entry would be here, or maybe one or two ticks above that, you know. So if your trade, if the price doesn't go past that, you're not entered in a trade. You just come back down, and then it would retest it again. But this time, it's going to continue going up. Your stop would be down here. Now you can see it pulls back, then it continues going up. You eventually got your trade. You already hit your profit target by that time.
All right.
Always trade if there's a green cloud and this green line. That's your confluence saying that, okay, we're going long. Don't be trading short. Always trade where it closes. For example, you see here it's coming back down, but most likely it's either going to bounce off this. This is the VWAP right here, but here it probably try to bounce off here. But what did it do? It came back, bounced up. There's a signal, but not an entry. Your entry would have been up here, right? It never got there until it came back up. There you would have been you would have been entered there, and this would have been stopped. Oh, no wonder it's not the same. You want to do the one where it's at the opening. Yeah, don't trade like in the you want to be trading at the New York Open because that's a lot of volatility. 9:30 right here. Right here. So now if you can actually do the um since it's a 2 minute, you want to mark off the things. You can mark off your IB on here as well. So I want to change this into at least a 5 minute time frame first to mark off the hour. Or if you're trading, wait until it hits 9:30 and mark it off. Okay. So for example, what I would do is the IB high, which I had, I think, somewhere here. You just mark it off. So here's 9:30, right? Right here's 9:30. So from here, what's your high? Your high looks like it's right here. And your low at 10:30 would be right here. So that's your IB right there, right? Once it crosses that line, let me mark this here so you can see what I'm talking about when I say that. IB low. We're talking about initial balance, right? That wouldn't be it. This would be it right there. There it is. Then the high would be it's 9:30 here. Right there. Yeah, there's your high from that range, right? So that your IB would be here, right? It's going down. Now, where's the 50% line? You take this drawing tool, go here, drawing tool. You want to see Fibonacci, then you want to see here, Fibonacci retracement, right? Click on that. You go from the top here all the way down to the bottom of that IB. Where's your 50% line? It's going to show right here. There's your 50%. It says there 50%. So what you want to do is bring this down to 50% right there. During Friday's market, we didn't even get close to that because it was such a strong momentum to the downside. So there's your 50%. There's your IB high. There's your range, your initial balance. So what did it do here? It broke the IB right here. This is already 11 o'clock. Pulled back. There's your entry right here. And there's your target. Same thing here. Pull back. Where does it close? You see it pulled back. Okay, this one closed. There's your low right down here. So it didn't breach that low until where? Until right here. You would have entered that. Stop would have been here. And you see what it gotten there, your profit target coming down. Same thing here. This is already that was already done at 12:30. Your first entry would have been right here because now this is what time is this? 11:16. So by 10:30, you're already looking at some entries right here. Here's your 10:30, I think, right here. Yeah. So you see the pullback came back down. You already have this line established there. This candle is closing below already. Not below the red line, but below the IB low. It's closing. So where's the low of that candle? The low of that candle is basically close to there, right? Right there. So the question is, if you entered here, you would have entered here, it pulled back, but your stop would be up here. It pulled back, came back down, you would have got your first two, you would have got your two targets, right? Came back up again, and now you wait for this to either break the cloud or break this low again. It has to close below. Here's your close of this candle right here. Your entry would have been once it broke that, stop would have been here, and you would have taken this trade going down. Hit your first two targets. Your third entry would be down here. You've been done. Your first two entries, you'd have been done. That clear? Jim, is that
Yep.
clear? So always look at the close. You have to, if you don't have, let's say you don't want to do the IB, just look at the cloud. When it pulls back, let it pull back. Don't enter once it breaks because it's going to pull back all the time into the this yellow line. That's going to pull back either there or pull back into this indicator is red. It may bounce off there, but make sure it has to close below the red. Now that's going for a short. We're going for a sell. If you're going for a long, let's do it here because that's the opening. So where's the 930 here? Here's the 930. Oh wow, that's the big drop. Yeah, this is on Friday. See, this is way. So here's another 930. So we look at maybe 1030 where we're looking at here right now. So it pulled back into the cloud. Where do we see it close below this cloud right here, right? Your entry would have been here, stop would have been down there. You would hit your first two targets easily. Pull back again. We're looking for come back down where we see that close below here, right here. That low right there, entered right there below that wick. Stop would have been down here. You would hit your first two targets coming down. If it stopped there, if your stop is there, you still would have been still going down. So it pulls back, you would hit your first two targets again, comes back up. We don't break this. We do break it right here. Now, question is, would you take this long? You see it broke this closed above this, right? Above this indicator. So your stop would have been your entry would have been here, which you would have entered, but I don't know if you would hit your first target at all. You would have been stopped out coming back down. And this is
Right.
already what? This is already 1 p.m. Like I said, you won't be trading at this time. You'd probably be done around 12:30 if you were still in that trade. But that first and second trade, you'd have been done. Another session here. 9:30. Here. This is another one. No, unfortunately, it doesn't. Okay, so let's do this. So 9:30, we tried around 10:30. Right there's 10:30 or 10:15. It stopped. Oh, it won't allow you to do that. Okay. Yeah. So you can see here, it pulled back. This is around 9:30, the opening. I don't trade the opening. So right here, we don't really get a real pullback. Here's the pullback. Come back down. There's your entry right here. Stop would have been here. It didn't quite. I don't know. You would have got I think you would have got your first target. I don't think you would have got your second target. Came back up, hit your what you want to call it, your break even. Now, where's your entry would be here? Where would your entry be here? I would wait until it broke this if you're gonna be taking long. Or like I said, once it breaks above this yellow line, it closes above the yellow, you could, but once sometimes it bounces off this trend indicator. So you maybe want to take it when it closes above, which is right here. Stop would be down here. Again, this is your VWAP. You see it just bounced off the VWAP, came back up, bounced off the VWAP again. See, when you going long, when you're trading an entry, and you guys don't have the VWAP, so you wouldn't know. You would have taken this entry, you would have been maybe got the first target. I don't know, you would have gotten the first target. But you can see how it just bounced off that VWAP. That's why VWAP, you have to know where it is before. I wouldn't have taken that because I would have waited for what it does in the VWAP. So again, it strong resistance there, came back down. Where's your entry? The close below, which is right here. It went back up. There's no trade until you hit below here. This has been right here. Where's your stop? It can either be here or here. And then it eventually came back down here. Your entry again would have been down here. Would have hit maybe the first target. Same thing here. And then because your stop would have been here. Yeah, it would have hit your second target. But you would have to take time. These are too many candles. So until it hits your second target, you could have held that because your stop would have been here. Then a break even would have been right here. Yeah, you would hit your break even right here, but then you could re-enter a trade right here. Stop would have been up there. Hit your first target. Well, no, this is already this is already in the afternoon session. Yeah, so basically this is just your entry right here, right after when it hits below this cloud, around 10:30, 10:24. Right here would have been the end. Wherever it closes below, where's the first one? After 10:30 would have been right here. Anytime you see pull back and come back down, that's on the 2 minute. But if you want the longer time, the bigger time frame, which is fine, it again it eliminates a lot of noise. The higher time frame you trade, just like in Ninja Renko, it eliminates a lot more noise. Here's the 5 minute. Same thing there. You see what it did, right? So here's the 5 minute, here's the 10, 9:30. Okay, so there's the 10:20. You see, it already broke right here. This right here at 9:50. That's a big, strong momentum candle. It produced a low down there. It closed right. So you'd probably enter right down here. Pulled back. You would have entered right there. Stop would have been up here, and you would have rolled this all the way down for two, hitting your first two targets. Then after that, this is already, yeah, that would have been your one trade. You'd have been done because you would have hit those targets. But he was still trading like here. It's already what, 12 midnight right here. It pulled back. Here's your swing. If it broke right here, you would have taken that trade. Loss would have been your stop loss would have been here. It did have a pullback. Now, did we ever get a stop loss? No, it didn't get stopped. If you did get your break even here, then you would have an entry down here, hitting your first your two targets again. But by that time, it's already like 2 in the morning. You guys would have been asleep. So that one entry, only with that one entry would have gave you the two targets. That's on WealthCharts. You can either trade the 5 minute or 2 minute. Again, 2 minute will give you a lot more entries, but then you get a lot of noise.
Dom, can I copy your strategy setup, the contracts?
Yeah, on here.
Yep.
Yeah, right there. So if you're using four contracts, just go to, if you're using four contracts, I recommend three contracts up front. The second target would be one contract.
Okay, and
That,
then for 40/80, the take profit.
yeah. And stop loss is both 45 ticks.
Okay.
Jem, do you have this? Jem?
The strategy setup?
Yeah, you ATM. Yeah, the
Yeah.
multi-bracket right here, the multi-bracket.
Yeah, I'll configure right now. Wait.
Okay, so this is what you do here. I'll show you. Close. So what you do here, make sure you first type in multi-bracket, not single bracket, multi-bracket. That's going to ask you strategy setup. Click on that. You'll get this. You'll have one line here. You want to add. So say add a bracket. It's going to add another bracket, which is right here. So if you're trading, let's say you're trading I would recommend for you guys maybe four contracts, right? So I think I have a strategy here for four contracts right here. And usually I want to have this as three. I should change this. 3, 1, there. Same thing like this. I'll just save this again. Save strategy. Yep. Okay. And that's what it does. It saves it. So now I have a 3 and 1. First target is three contracts. Second target is one contract. So just when you do that, save it. It's going to ask you to save, right? Rename the strategy. Either you M and Q four contracts and that's it. and just save it and then close it out and it should come up here. Me, I like trading with 6. Six contracts. No, I usually have 4 and 2. I have so many things here that I have to figure out which one it is. No, no. I should take those other ones out. It's confused. Oh, this is gold. M and Q, 6 contracts. Yeah. Yeah, this is better. 40/80. That's what I, okay. That's, and just always pick that every time you trade. Make sure you have the strategy set up. Picked. You'll see when it says green there. If you have none, it's going to say none. Always pick multi-bracket when you make sure you have the trade. It's going to automate, okay? So when you enter the trade, everything's there. So let's see. Look at this big draw. So right here, what time is it? 9. Oh, that's why it's the opening. So let's say, let's do a sim. Do I have a sim trade here? No. Yeah, there's going to be probably just do that the whole day. Because there's not going to be no volatility. This is the only time volatility when it's opening. So again, don't trade today unless you just want to do sim trades, like practice trades. But anyone trading their evaluation, Mark, you're trading your eval or what?
Yeah, I'm trading my evals, but
Yeah, don't
I'm
trade it today. No,
yeah.
gonna be incurring losses because there's gonna be no volatility. You enter a trade and it won't even reach your profit target.
I can say
Uh,
my risk management now has improved.
okay, good. Yeah,
Wasn't like before.
yeah. Okay, so market opens at what did I say? 6. Yeah, 6 a.m. here in the Philippines. So tomorrow you
That's
can trade.
tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. So you can trade if you want the London session, but again, it moves pretty slow, but it moves like what I did today. Okay. Any questions? Mish, any questions? Or even Jem?
No, I'm good actually. I'm just processing when I'm gonna start the evaluation. Currently, I'm
Ah,
still going through the practice, which
okay.
for me is better. But so far, no. I appreciate actually the new indicators, so we'll start
Okay.
testing that out tomorrow.
Yeah. Especially during the New York session because it moves. That's when you see it actually works. Again, depends on what your Ninja Renko setting is. If you just want fewer but really high quality trades, I'd go to the 40/10.
Mm,
If you just want to do 1 or 2 trades, you're done.
got it. And usually that's lower, no, compared to 20/4.
No, that's high. What do you mean lower?
Sorry. The price movement is slow.
Slower. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
But you trade the same way, except it just moves slow because it's longer, it's bigger bars. So, Jam, you can either trade either the 5 minute or the 2 minute. How do you change the time right here? Time frames, go minutes. Leave it, change it to 2 minutes. Even know who else? Javi, either 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Took one of them. Pick one of those two. The one I'm trading on, I switched mine to 2 minutes because it's basically reflecting the same time as this that I'm trading on the new toolbox with what's his name that I'm trading, and it's actually pretty good. Where's that here? Trading view. Yeah, definitely. I think this is PC. I haven't rebooted this PC for more than a month, I think. There it is. Yeah, so this is the 2-minute chart. The VWAP, we're at the VWAP right here. You can see just playing around the range. +1, -1 deviation. You can see it's just going up and down. It hit this what we call a high volume, bouncing off. So just playing around this range right now. That's why I would not even trade this. There's your -1. This is your +1. This is your VWAP. Also have my orb, my 15-minute orb, which is not even worth trading right now. Again, there's no volatility. But like I said, I traded this earlier when it bounced off. The -2 deviation, and my entry was actually when I got past this low node right here. And my entry was actually when it entered right here, back into the -1 deviation, went all the way to the VWAP and then some. My target was somewhere here. But for you guys, like I said, this is almost as good. Just follow the color. There's confluence of the colors, the green cloud, then the green trend indicator. Just as long as you follow that, you're cool. You're good. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So people on NinjaTrader practice on those levels because they're good as gold. Well, no pun intended. They're good as gold. Again, depending on what Ninja or what Ninja Renko setting you have. Okay.
Yep. Thank you. We'll try the
Tomorrow.
golden numbers tomorrow.
Yep. Let me know how that goes. Have another session on Wednesday. We can go out. If you do trade on Tuesday, we can go over those trades or post them and we'll go over them. Okay. On Wednesday,
Yep. Yep. Thank you.
as well as Javi looking at your trades over at
Charts.
WealthCharts. Yep. As well
All
as
right.
Gem. Upload your things. You know how when you do yeah, you already know that, Gem, right? When you do it marks your trading. Yeah, I saw your trades. I just want to make
Yeah.
sure where your entries are that you entering at the close of the bar, either the 2-minute bar or 5-minute bar. Don't enter anywhere close, like in the middle of the bar, because you don't know if that's going to go up or down.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Okay. See you guys on Wednesday and start practice your trading on Tuesday. You only take, like I said, if you're doing the New York session, you can start off at maybe anywhere from 9:45 or even 10 to look for a trade setup. And then the latest you go is until midnight, and that's it. I'm sure you probably get 1 or 2 trades by then. See you guys on Wednesday.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.